SEC, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Gutierrez. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top roll.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Hauls it in. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Vols had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Volunteers! Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here we go, here we go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the marker. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Volunteers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it! And he's in! On the run, it's Brooks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking left. Pulls it in. It's Jones. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Off the play fake on first down. Now adjusting. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Chubb. And they're able to make the tackle. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. If he makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Volunteers are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a man. Working that left side now. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Goes to the option. The pitch. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Quick strike through the air for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff, it's Brooks. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Zings it complete to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants and will finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Looking to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll pull it down and run. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to attack him. And he's on his way. the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete in the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can...
He's got it in the end. The offense changing the play. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown ball. Going right to work up top. He slings it deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. The Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown! Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock.
Oh, he found a space on them, and he rolls into the house. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Jones. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown! He'll pull it on the read. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Jones. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Now from inside the red zone. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's running.
He's got it in the end zone. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense.